Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhasya Krito Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vitvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vitvaram Prajnanam Supratanaihi Sthiracharanikara Vyabhibhirvyapya Lokan Bhuktva Bhogan Stavishtan Punarapitishanod Bhasitan Kamajanyan Pitva Sarvan Visheshan Saviti Madhuravunk Mayaya Bhojayannaha Maya Sankhya Turiyam Paramamuttamajam Brahmayastatnatosmi यो विश्वात्मा विधिज विषयान् प्रास्य भोगान् स्तवेष्ठान् पश्चात् पश्चाच्चान्यान् स्वमति विभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वान् एतान् पुनरपि शनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगणः पार्थोऽसौ न स्तुरेयः पार्थोऽसौ न स्तुरेयः.
Om Badram Karnebish Shrunuyam Devaः Badram Pashyema Kshabir Yajatraः Stirairangais Tushtuvagam Sastunubihi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuh Swasti na Indro Vriddashravaः Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedaः Swasti nastarkshyo arishtanemihi Swasti no prahaspatir dadatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
What is the second line? Thirai?
Sthirairangai tuštuvagam sastunubihi.
Rangaihi. Rangaihi.
Sthirairangai.
Not then stu. After if you are telling only rangai, then you have to tell stu. If you are telling rangaihi, then tustuvagam.
Okay. Sthirairangai rangaihi.
Rangaihi visarga, because the sa will remain as visarga after nga.
Sthirairangai tuštuvagam.
Rangaihi.
Sthirairangai tuštuvagam.
Then tustuvagam. Yes. Can you read again, Bhadram?
Om Badram Karnebih Shrunuyama Devaः Badram Pashyema Shabir Yajatraः Stirairangaihi Tuštuvagam Sastunubihi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuh Swastina.
Okay, that is okay. It is not sastanubihi. Sastanubihi.
Sastanubihi.
Because sometimes you are telling sastanubihi. Not sastanuhi. Okay.
Sastanubi.
Saha tanuhi. That is the, if you break, saha tanuhi. Because if after sa there is another sa, that sa can be visarga in the previous letter.
Okay, Swamiji.
Visarga for the previous letter. Okay, please go ahead.
Hari Om. Om iti etat aksharam idam sarvam tasya upavyakyanam bhutam bhavat bhavishyat iti sarvam omkaram eva yachanyat trikalatītam tat api omkara eva.
I think something else you are reading. Bhavat bhavishyat iti, then
Sarvam omkara eva.
sarvam onkara, because you used to do onkaram. Sarvam onkara.
Omkara.
Onkara.
Sarvam hi etat brahma ayam atma brahma soyam atma chatushpat.
Yeah.
Jagarit sthanah
Not jagarit. Not jagarit. Jagarita.
Jagarita sthanah bahishpragnah sapta angah ekona vimshati mukhah sthula bhuk vaishwanarah prathamah padah swapna sthanah antah pragnah sapta angah ekona vimshati mukhah pravikta bhuk tejasah dvitiyah padah.
यत्र सुप्तो न कंचन कामं कामयते न कंचन स्वप्नं पश्यति तत् सुषुप्तं तत् सुषुप्तस्थानः एकीभूतः प्रज्ञानघनः.
Can we read again? Yatra.
यत्र सुप्तो न कंचन कामं कामयते न कंचन स्वप्नं पश्यति तत् सुषुप्तं.
Why you are going so fast there? Na kanchana swapnam pasyati tat susuptam. We are reading swapnam pasyati susuptam. After T, immediately we are going in a like 100 miles per hour. No. Swapnam pasyati tat susuptam. What is susuptam? Yatra suptah na kanchana kamam kamayate na kanchana swapnam pasyati tat susuptam. Like that. Can you read again?
Okay.
Yatra.
यत्र सुप्तो न कंचन कामं कामयते न कंचन स्वप्नं पश्यति तत् सुषुप्तं तत् सुषुप्तस्थानः सुषुप्तस्थानः एकीभूतः प्रज्ञानघनः एव आनन्दमयः ह्यानन्दभुक् चेदोमुखः प्राज्ञः तृतीयः पादः.
Can you break that? Hyananda, can you break that one?
एव आनन्दमय
Maya.
ह्यानन्दभुक्. ह्यानन्दभुक्.
Not Hyanandabhuk. There is no word called Hyanandabhuk. He Anandabhuk.
Oh, he Anandabhuk. Okay, I have mistake.
Anandamaya he means indeed.
Okay.
Anandamaya he. Then
He Anandabhuk. Tedomukha Prajnaha Tritiyah. Tritiyah Padaha. Yeshaha Sarveshwaraha. Yeshaha Sarvajnaha. Yeshaha Andaryami. Yeshaha Yonihi Sarvasya Prabhavapyavu Hibhudana.
Prabhavapyayo hi Bhutana.
Bhudana.
He Bhutana don't combine together. Prabhavapyayo hi Bhutana.
Prabhavapyayo hi Bhudana.
Bahishprajño vibhurvishvaha yantah prajñastu taijasaha ghanah prajñastatha prajñaha eka eva tridha spritaha. दक्षिणाक्षि मुखे विश्वः मनस्यन्तस्तु तैजसः आकाशे च हृदि प्राज्ञः वृथा देहे व्यवस्थितः
विश्वो हि स्थूल भुक् नित्यं तैजसः प्रविविक्त भुक् आनंद भुक् तथा प्राज्ञः त्रिधा बोधं निबोधत स्थूलं तर्पयते विश्वं प्रविविक्तं तु तैजसम् आनन्दश्च तथा प्राज्ञं त्रिधा तृप्तिं निबोधत
त्रिषु धामसु यद्भोज्यं भोक्ता यश्च प्रकीर्तितः वेदै यदुभयं यस्सु स भुञ्जानो न लिप्यते
Again, this look.
त्रिषु धामसु यद्भोज्यं भोक्ता यश्च प्रकीर्तितः वेदै यश्च प्रकीर्तितः
Again,
प्रकीर्तितः
can you read again that line, entire line, without any?
त्रिषु धामसु यद्भोज्यं भोक्ता यश्च प्रकीर्तितः वेदैतदुभयं यस्तु
What is it?
वेद एतत् उभयं यस्तु
Yes.
स भुञ्जानो न लिप्यते
How the what is the word yastu? What are the how it is made yastu?
यः तु
Yes, yastu.
भुञ्जानो न लिप्यते.
Good.
One more. प्रभवः सर्वभावानां सतामिति विनिश्चयः सर्वं जनयति प्राणः चेतो सुन् पुरुषः पृथक्
Chetom sun. Not
चेतोन शुन् पुरुषः पृथक्.
Good.
विभूतिं प्रसवं त्वन्ये मन्यन्ते सृष्टिचिन्तकाः स्वप्नमाया स्वरूपेति सृष्टिरन्यैर्विकल्पिता इच्छा मात्रं प्रभो सृष्टिः इति सृष्टौ विनिश्चिताः कालात् प्रसूतिं भूतानां मन्यन्ते कालचिन्तकाः भोगार्थं सृष्टिरित्यन्ये क्रीडार्थमिति चापरे देवस्यैष स्वभावोऽयम् आप्तकामस्य का स्पृहा
नान्तः प्रज्ञं न बहिष्प्रज्ञं नो भयत प्रज्ञं न प्रज्ञ नो भयत प्रज्ञं.
No. Na ubhayata prajna. If you are telling no, then we cannot tell. If you are telling no, then we cannot tell u. Ubhayata we cannot tell. If you tell na, then we can tell ubhayata pragyam. Understand? Na has become no ubhayata. It has become na plus ubhayata. Is it clear or not clear?
Yeah, it is na ubhayata pragnam or no bhayata pragnam.
No bhayata pragyam or na ubhayata pragyam. Na ubhayata. Always it is better to tell na ubhayata pragyam.
Okay.
Don't tell
Na
ubhayata. No bhayata don't tell. Na ubhayata pragyam.
Okay.
Everywhere
Na-
na is there. Na anta pragyam na. Na bhayat pragyam again na. Na ubhayata pragyam. Na, so like that. Na
Okay.
pragyam, everywhere na is there. Yes.
Okay.
We can read.
नान्तः प्रज्ञं न बहिष्प्रज्ञं न उभयत प्रज्ञं न प्रज्ञानघनं न प्रज्ञं न अप्रज्ञं
Na pragyam.
न अप्रज्ञं
No, na apragyam.
न अप्रज्ञं.
No, not na. No.
No अप्रज्ञं. Okay.
No
Okay.
pragyam.
Can I say from beginning again?
Yes.
नान्तः प्रज्ञं न बहिष्प्रज्ञं न उभयत
Don't tell Nanta Pragyam because of Na, that's why you are always telling Na, 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 Na. It is not Na, it is No.
No.
Anta Pragyam.
Okay. No. No. Okay. Na anta pragnam, na bahish pragnam, na ubhayata pragnam, na pragyana ghanam, na pragyam, na apragyam, adrishtam, avyavaharyam, adgrahyam, alakshanam, achintyam, avyapadesham, ekatma pratyyasaram, prapanchopashamam, shantam, shivam, advaitam, chaturtham manyante sa atma sa vigneyaha.
Good. Good.
निवृत्ते सर्वदुःखानां ईशानः प्रभुरव्ययः अद्वैतः सर्वभावानां देवस्तुर्यो विभुस्मृतः कार्यकारणबद्धौ तौ विश्ये इष्येदे विश्वतैजसौ प्राज्ञः कारणबद्धस्तु द्वौ तौ तुर्येण निसिध्यतः.
Yes, yes. So, what is the relationship between Turiya and Dukkha? What is the relationship? Dukkha and Turiya.
There is no relationship, Swamiji.
Dukkha nivritti.
Something must be there. Now, what is the relationship between darkness and light?
Light destroys darkness, so same way Turiya, then Dukkha goes away.
Nivritti.
What is it? Can you tell full sentence?
When you realize Turiya, then Dukkha is no more.
अत्यंतिक दुःख निवृत्ति परमानंद प्राप्ति.
Huh?
अत्यंतिक दुःख निवृत्ति परमानंद प्राप्ति.
Atyantika, not Atyantika. Atyantika.
आत्यंतिक दुःख निवृत्ति परमानंद प्राप्ति.
No. But why? And don't tell when you know, when one knows. Don't tell when one knows the Turiya, Turiya means oneself, then Dukkha Nivritti happens. Why it happens?
Because darkness and light cannot exist together.
As it told us now, Osifai told, by knowing the Turiya, Dukkha will go away, isn't it? What connection, why my sorrow will go away by knowing the Turiya? Suppose I know no fire. I'll be like fire. If I know the fire, if I become fire, then it is dangerous. If I know a donkey, then I cannot be a donkey. What is the answer?
Because it is only Ananda and Dukkha cannot.
The identification with the body and mind is the nature, the reason for sorrow. When the identification shifts to Turiya, the association with Dukkha doesn't arise.
When it doesn't arise? Why I will not be, Dukkha doesn't arise means what? Dukkha will not arise in the marketplace, or where there will be no Dukkha?
It does arise in the mind, but there is no identification with the mind or body.
See, it is like this. See, it was written that Ananda, Turiya's nature is, Turiya is Ananda Swarupa. That is Swarupa Lakshana of Turiya. Turiya and Ananda both are same. Okay. When I know the Turiya, that means I come to know Ananda. But that Turiya is me. That's why, not that I will experience Ananda, I will become Ananda. Because Turiya is Ananda and I am the Turiya, so I will become Ananda. Not I will become Ananda, I am Ananda. I cannot be otherwise. Because my nature is, the Turiya is my nature. And Turiya's nature is Ananda. Anandamaya. So I'll come to discover that I am Anandamaya. Not I will experience Ananda. Ananda is not something to be experienced. Joy is something to be experienced. Ananda is not something to be experienced. Ananda, nobody can experience. Ananda is not something different from me, so that I'll experience. Just I'll abide in that Ananda. I'll become Ananda. And it is not an achievement. It is praptasya prapti. I'll come to know which really I am from the very beginning. Okay. So one will not take credit for realizing this, or one will not discredit oneself if one doesn't know this, if one has not realized this. Because whether I know or I do not know my true nature will not go away at any time. But, oh, you know, I'm an ignorant person because I don't know, then we feel inferior. Then if somebody knows he has realized, so we feel superior. It's like a achievement kind of thing. But no, here who realizes will not be arrogant, and who doesn't realize also will not be depressed. Not depressed, because Atma is, I am Atma all the time. Even if I don't realize, fire is hot whether I realize or I don't realize. Suppose I don't know, I don't know that fire is hot. If you put my hand, when somebody puts the hand, then it will burn. Suppose somebody knows, oh, I know fire. Then that person puts the hand, the fire will burn that hand. Because fire's nature is to burn, that's all. By knowing Turiya, one will be of the nature of Ananda, because Turiya is the self, Turiya is me. That's why knowing Turiya, not that Turiya will do something to us, will remove the Ananda. No, that was, we read that before. So
Swamiji,
huh?
when it is, when knowing means intellectually, it is beyond intellect. It is not intellectually knowing, right? Turiya.
Turiya is not the object of intellect. So
Yeah.
one cannot.
Yeah, when I say knowing,
Hmm.
it's not something known, to be known.
Yeah, it is knowing means knowing
Abiding
knowing
as me. Yeah, right, correct.
in this understanding to remain. Knowing, that is called knowing.
Yeah.
Like suppose somebody reads how to make rice, and that person is just reading and reading and reading and reading. Then that is not making rice.
You got to make right.
One has to
Put water.
what? One has to
Experience.
Boil water.
one has to boil water, and
And
many
put
times
rice.
burn the rice, and after some 4 or 5 times, yes, the rice will look white. Previously it was charcoal or it was brown. Now, then one will tell that yes, and now I know. Previously, I know information wise. Now it is a realization. Okay. So who is the Prathama Pada?
Vaishwana.
No, Vaishwana. Dvitiya Pada?
Taijasa.
Tajasa.
Tritiya Pada?
Prajna.
Prajna. Chaturtha Pada?
Turiya.
Turiya. So 3 padas we have read very clearly at length. But in the previous sloka, that big sloka regarding the Turiya, na antapragyam, na bhaispragyam, that is regarding the Turiya. And the first na antapragyam, na bhaispragyam, na ubhayata pragyam, na prajnanaganam, na pragyam, na apragyam. These are one kind of lakshana. What lakshana it is called? It is the characteristic. Lakshana means characteristics of Turiya. But what kind of characteristics they are called?
Tatastha Lakshana.
Tatastha Lakshana. Yes, Tatastha Lakshana. Then Adrishtam, Avyavaharyam, Agrahyam, till Prapanchopasamam, Shantam, Shivam, Advaitam. These are called the
Swarup Lakshana.
Swarupa Lakshana.
Swarupa Lakshana. That one is Swarupa Lakshana, one is Tatastha Lakshana. Tatastha Lakshana means to know, to indicate something through something. Swarupa Lakshana means know as it is. For example, to see a very thin crescent moon, which is very difficult to see through open eyes, through naked eye, very difficult. But there you have to take the help of something. What's the help? They take a stick and then they point that stick to the topmost bird on the top of the tree. Okay, the bird which is there on the top, one points to that bird, the stick one points, then tell somebody, make a straight line, the stick and the bird, and look along that line. And wherever that your attention goes, that is the crescent moon. One comes to see, because there are so many other luminaries are there. When it is so invisible, there one has to point out, because the real thing what you are trying to see is lost amongst so many other things. There one has to indicate. That is the Tatastha Lakshana. One has to indicate through something else. But whatever we are trying to see is not the stick. What we are trying to see is not the bird. What we are trying to see is not our hand. But all these things are needed. The hand is needed, the stick is needed, that topmost branch and that leaf, that is needed. But once our attention goes to the moon, we don't need all those things. So whether it is Tatastha Lakshana or Swarupa Lakshana, both of them, they do the same thing. They take our attention to the reality. So Tatastha Lakshana and Swarupa Lakshana. It was Dukkha Nibrutim Prati Prabhu Bhavati. The Turiya becomes the Dukkha Nibruti Prati Prabhu. That means he is capable of removing the sorrow. That's why we have to know the Turiya. Dukkha Nibrutim Prati Prabhu. Prabhu is Sarva Samartha. He is only capable of removing the sorrow. Then one may tell that, okay, I will do whatever I want to do. I will sleep and I will drink and I will kill. Then again, his job is to remove all the sorrow. So I don't have to do anything. Why I will go to the Mandukya class and sit there unnecessarily for 1 hour? No. It is not that way. He is not going to bring a stick and beat that sorrow. The sorrow will run away. No. Tad vijnana nimittatva dukkha nibrutehe. Tad vijnana nimitta. The vijnana of Tat is a nimitta for a dukkha nibruti. Knowing him becomes the nimitta, becomes the cause for the removal of sorrow. Nibrutehe. Nibrutehe means complete cessation of sorrow. The moment we know Turiya, immediately the sorrow will come to an end, because the Turiya is me. So the moment I know Turiya means I know me as the Ananda Swarupa, Dukkha is gone. Okay, that we have seen.
So Swamiji, can you just repeat the last point? So you said it's not that I don't have to do anything. How did you negate that? Can you
Yes. Generally, we always think that somebody is the cause for the sorrow and somebody will be the cause for the removal of the sorrow. Okay? Always we think that God will remove the sorrow or the sadhu will remove the sorrow. That way we think. But here, what Bhagavan Shankaracharya has written in the commentary, that in the commentary it is written, Dukkha Nibrutim Prati Prabhu Bhavati Thyartha. This Turiya, there is one name called Prabhu, isn't it? In the sloka it was there. Nibrute sarva dukkhanam Ishana Prabhu Abheya. This Prabhu is Sarva Samartha. That is a Sarva Samartha for what? For removal of sorrow. Then one may understand that Prabhu will do something, or he has a magic wand, or he has a stick in the hand, or he has a gun in the hand, and he has a gada in his hand. When the sorrow comes, he will start hitting the sorrow will go away. One may think that way. That means I am to just sit, then he will do all these things. Okay, I am to just please him, and he will do the things. That way somebody understands. That's why Bhavan Shankaracharya has given the clarification. That is not that he will remove the sorrow, but tad vijnana nimittatva dukha nivrutehe. Tad vijnana means the realization of the turiya is the removal of sorrow. Not that he will remove the sorrow, but that is the realization of the turiya is the removal of sorrow. Because turiya is Ananda Swarupa, which is free from sorrow, and that turiya is me, the self. So I'll realize my Ananda Swarupa. If turiya's nature, turiya is not me, and turiya's nature is Ananda Swarupa, then dukkha will not go away. By realizing the turiya, dukkha will go away, because turiya is of the nature of Ananda, and turiya is my self. Turiya is me. That's why the dukkha will go away, means I will discover my Ananda Swarupa. Then in the sloka number 11, Karya Karana Baddhau Tau Isyete Vishwa Tejasau Prajna Karana Baddhastu Dyautau Turena Siddhyata. Previously, in the previous sloka, the glory of Turiya was told. The greatness of the Turiya was told. Why one has to, it is imperative, it is a must to realize the Turiya that was told. Because what is necessity? By knowing the Turiya, we know ourselves, and there will be, and the Turiya, since it is free from all kinds of sorrow, so I'll come to recognize my Ananda Swarupa nature. So that is the glory. Now, the difference between Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna and Turiya. Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna, they are in one category, and Prajna is in another category. And Turiya is another category. So that comparison is made. The uniqueness of Turiya is shown in terms of how they're created. How they're created, how Vishwa is created, how Tejas is created, how Prajna is created, and what about Turiya? So taking that point, how they're created, the Vishwa, Tejas, Prajna, and what about the Turiya? Is it created something, or is it a cause for some creation? In that language, and Karya and Karana, this in Karya Karana language, by taking the Karya Karana relationship, the difference between Vishwa, Tejas, Prajna in one category and the Turiya in another category, the difference is mentioned. Because that one has to clearly know, because you are so much caught in the Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna, not Prajna so much, Vishwa and Tejas, so caught. So it has to, one has to know there is a clear distinction. That has to be, we cannot mix up Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna and Turiya, we cannot mix up. That Viveka should be, Viveka means a very doubt-free, clear understanding is called Viveka. That has to be there. Karya Karana Baddhau Tau. Tau, Vishwa Tejasau, that means those two, Vishwa and Tejas, Isyate, they are considered what? Karya Karana Baddhau. They are bound by Karya and Karana relationship. And who is the Karya and who is the Karana? Who is the Karya and who is the Karana? Vishwa and Tejas both are Karya. They are not the Karana at all. Both Vishwa and Tejas, they are Karya. Karya is possible only when there is a Karana. If there is no Karana, there will be no Karya. Karya means the effect and Karana is the cause. If cause is not there, effect will not be there. That's why they tell that this entire universe is bound by the law of karma. And you have read in self-unfoldment that this entire world is bound by the law of causation. The creation is the effect, and whenever there is an effect, there must be a cause. We don't see who is the cause, but there must be a cause, because there cannot be an effect without a cause. That is the first law of causation. What is the second law? You have read in self-unfoldment.
Effect is cause in different forms.
Effects are many.
The effect is the cause itself in another form. The effect is also the cause. What is called as effect now will be the cause tomorrow. Now let us say children are the effect, parents are the cause. Then the children will be the cause and the effect will be grandchildren. So cause and effect, they are always, cause becomes effect becomes cause. It just goes. They are always, they cannot get rid of each other. Cause and effect, one will go going round and round and round and round. One cannot get out of it. Like whether the chicken is first or the egg is first. First is the egg or first is the chicken? One will tell, no, first egg has to be there, then only chicken is possible. But where the egg will come? Chicken has to be there. So one cannot answer. Karya Karana, this cause and effect relationship, it is inexplicable. Nobody will, then we tell, what is the ultimate cause? We understand the God has created this universe. We can tell that he is the cause and the universe is the effect. But who is the cause for God? When it comes to God, that question is invalid. Only it will work only in the realm of time and space. In only to explain the creation, we can tell this cause and effect. Otherwise, when it comes to the reality, that is not an appropriate theory. That is not an appropriate explanation. Only we are seeing the creation. That's why we have to tell that there must be a creator. Because no creation. If somebody tells that, I am born, but I have no parents. No, you have parents. You don't know they may have expired before you were born, but they are there. No, okay, parents I can accept, but grandparents, no, grandparents are there. Because you ask people they have the grandparents with them. They want only at the time of marriage they want them to come. But after marriage over, go back. But in the reality, Karya Karana is not possible. There is no cause for God. Suppose God has created and there is another cause for somebody, God G1 has created God G. Then we will tell who has created God G1. Then we will tell God G2 has created. It is called regress. Regress means it goes on. That one cannot, there's no end to it. It is just a unnecessary way of thinking. There is no end. If the thinking doesn't come to an end, then it is like a diarrhea, like a mental diarrhea. The thoughts have to come to an end. Every thought has when we are thinking, if we are thinking, we start thinking and thinking goes on and on and on and on and on, there's no end. Then what kind of thing it is? Like suppose we are eating food. And we are eating and eating and eating till we fall dead. Then that eating is no good. We eat food so that eating will come to an end. We study in the school or college so that one day the study will be over. But now thoughts, they don't come to an end at all. We have not seen the end of thoughts. Is there a place where there are no thoughts? Do they end anywhere? The continuity of thoughts we have seen, they start, but the starting point is the end point. Starting point is the end. Where it starts, there the end. So Vishwa and Tejas, they are the Karya. And who is the Karana? Karana is the Prajna is the Karana. Prajna is the Karana for Vishwa and Tejas. So that's why the Vishwa and Tejas, they are bound by the effect and cause. He is not telling Karana and Karya. He is telling Karya and Karana. Vishwa Tejas are the Karya and Karana is the Prajna. But what is Prajna? He is making again a distinction between Vishwa Tejas in one group and Prajna in another group. Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna in one group in the beginning, and Turiya is another group. Now he is making Vishwa, Tejas in one group and Prajna in the other group. Prajna is Karanabadha. There is no Karya. Prajna is not the Karya of something. Suppose we will tell no, Prajna is the Karya. Then who will be the Karana? Can somebody tell? For Vishwa and Tejas, we can tell Karana is Prajna. But who is the Karana for the Prajna?
Turiya.
Turiya.
Then Turiya is also bound by Karya and Karana Samparka.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Turiya is not the cause for the Prajna. Prajna is the cause. But then who is the effect? No, effect. What is the effect of Prajna? Vishwa and Tejas. But Prajna cannot be the effect of something. Prajna is the Karana only. From there everything starts. When one attains the Prajna state, when does one attain the Prajna state?
In Susupta Avastha, when
In
we sleep.
Susupti Avastha. In the
Deep
Susupti
sleep.
Avastha.
Deep sleep.
In the Susupti Avastha, not Susupta Avastha, Susupti Avastha.
Susupti
In
Avastha,
Susupti
yes.
Avastha, one becomes the Prajna. In the waking state, one becomes the Vishwa. And in dream state, one becomes the Tejas.
Yes.
This Prajna, in the deep sleep state, we may think that, oh, it is so nice, so quiet, no fighting, no jealousy, no greed, no disturbance at all. It is so nice. That Prajna is the best. Among Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna, Prajna is really the best. One may tell. But this in Odia there is a word called Chup Saitan. I don't know whether it is in the language. Chup Saitan. Chup Saitan means?
Chup Saitan.
Huh.
Chup Saitan. I see. A quiet devil.
Quiet devil, yes. This Prajna is the devil. The devil. But nobody can find out. Nobody can, because it's so quiet. One may think that that's the best. And let me have that, let me go to that state. But that is the problem for all this anartha, whatever has happens in the waking state and dream state is because of this Prajna. This Prajna is the main culprit. But it is very innocent. Someone will not know, one will not find out, nobody can find out, everybody will tell that this is the problem. But actually Prajna is the mother of this stuff.
Swamiji, the deep-seated vasana, right? That's what it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Identification with the vasana is
Prajna.
the Prajna.
All the prapancha because of prajna.
Yes. Prapancha is because of the Prajna. See, now we are trying to deal with the, like all of us, we are only trying to deal with the Vishwa. Because the Vishwa is nice, all nice good food, nice clothing, nice house, nice car, nice children, nice spouse, nice job. If it is there, then it will be all nice. So we are only trying to take care of the Vishwa. But the problem is somewhere else. And all of us are doing trying to catch the thief, but thief is the most innocent person. Actually, the Sardar, the leader, is the problem.
So Swamiji, when we come out from deep sleep, we feel so fresh and happy. You know, what's the reason?
That is why it's corruptive.
That is the problem. And now think that, oh, it's very nice. Then next time, when I don't get sleep, I bought 2 tablets, sleeping tablets. Because when I get up, it is so nice. It is really, I enjoy for at least 1 hour. It is ha ha ho ho and tea, little, and then coffee, and then 1-2 pieces of biscuit and little watching the TV. Oh wow, it is so. And then next day I'll repeat the same thing. It will work for 1 or 2 days, but third day it will not. But the TV is not working now, and there is nobody to make the tea or chai ka patte nahi hai. Then the problem starts. Okay, so it was a false. It is very deceptive. This pragya gives us a very deceptive identity regarding ourselves. And it tells that, sleep is the best. Everybody should get 6 hours of sleep, then you will be happy. And people also sell that, and people are there to buy too. Buy too.
There is no end to it.
No end. No end. But there is end. This
Yeah, there is end.
Karika tells the end of this Vishwatayasa. And pragya, all three. By telling that there is some entity whose characteristics is completely different from Vishwatayasa and Pragya. First he's talking regarding Vishwatayasa, then and Pragya, then he's telling Vishwatayasa in one group, Pragya in another group, then he will tell Turiya has nothing to do with all these 3. Complete elimination of these 3. Karya Karana Baddhautau is Vishwatayas are bound by the cause and effect relationship, and they are considered to be bound by the relationship of effect and cause. Pragya karana baddhatu, but two means but, that means there is a comparison. Wherever there is a comparison, the two word is ever two, but pragya karana baddha. But pragya is bound by the karana. It is not the karya, it is the karana.
That's why it is called causal bodies, right, Swamiji?
Causal body, yes. So, Turiya Nasidhyata, but those two means, who are those two? Now we discuss 3. Vishwatayasa and Pragya. Now, Tau means Karya and Karana. Now, there is no Vishwatayasa and Pragya. Now, Karya and Karana. Who are in the category of Karya?
Tejas and Vishwa.
Vishwa and Tejas are in the category of Karya, and Pragya is the Karana. Now, instead of 3, they become 2 now. So, Tau means Tau. These 2, Turyena Siddhyatah, this Karya and Karana, that is not valid. They don't exist in the Turya. Karya Karana is not there. Turya is not the Karya of something or not the Karana of something. Okay, then Bhagavan Shankaracharya has given commentary on this sloka by Bhavan Gaudapada. First word is Karya. Karya Karana Baddho. Then he is telling that word Karya. What is the meaning? Bhagavan Shankaracharya will explain each and every word. Karya is, Bhagavan Shankaracharya is writing, Kriyate. That means whatever is created is called Karya. Created means somebody is there who is an intelligent entity, and that entity is using some instrument and is creating something. Do you know in Upadishad, whether you have read or not, you must have heard, for any karma, 3 factors are needed. One is the karta, the doer. Then the second one is the karana, that is the instruments of action. Then the relationship between the karta and karana, which is called the karma. Okay. When the karta uses the karana, then karma happens. And there he was telling, actually karma, though there are three factors are involved in the karma, but actually karma is entirely dependent on the karta, not on the karana. Not depending on the karana. Instrument cannot act. Somebody has to use the instrument to act. So any karma or any karya is created, it is done. Karya cannot do on its own. Karya is done. Kriyate. Iti phala bhavaha. And it is result, phala. It is the fruit. And here Bhagavan Shankaracharya is giving a different language, like how we are telling karya and karana. But here, henceforth, he will not use the word karya and karana. He is using two different words. Then he is telling karya is which is created, and it is phala. The karya is the fruit. And why he is telling here phala as the fruit? Because he is trying to make us understand this karya and karana through the metaphor of a tree. Okay, in the tree there is fruit, and that fruit is possible only when there is seed. So he will bring the seed now. So karya is the phala. Then karanam. What is karanam? Then the second word is karana. Karya karana baddhu. Karana is karoti. That means which creates. Who creates is the karana, and which is created is called the karya. Karana means karoti. Who does is called the karana. And in the language of, in the metaphorical language of the tree, it is bija. Karana is the bija. And what is the karya? It is the phala. That way it will be easier to understand. That's why he, instead of karya and karana, he is telling bija and phala. Again, he is going to a technical term, which is that is very, very important. We have discussed, but we have to remember that, because now, henceforth, only those words will be used. Karya, karana will not be used that much. Bija and phala, they will not be used that much. But these terms, whatever we have already heard, but these terms will be used more. What is that? Tattva agrahana. Tattva agrahana means not recognizing. Grahana is recognizing or accepting. Agrahana is not recognizing or not accepting. Agrahana. A means not. Agrahana of what? Tattva, of the true nature, of the reality. The non-recognition of the reality. Tattva grahana. Anyatha grahana bhyam. Anyatha grahana means perceiving, not accepting the reality doesn't end there, but it makes a person to perceive the reality in a different way. That is called anyatha. Anyatha means in another way. Not recognizing the reality as the reality makes a person to perceive the reality in a different way. That is called anyatha grahana. That means what is the cause for anyatha grahana? Tattva grahana. Tattva grahana, if it has tattva grahana, if it is there, then anyatha grahana is bound to be there. So the cause is tattva grahana, and the effect is anyatha grahana. Tattva grahana is the bija, and anyatha grahana is the phala. And Puja Gurudev has translated it as Tattva Agrahana means non-apprehension of the reality. Tattva means non-apprehension, thatness. Tattva, tattva. Tattva means thatness. Non-recognition of the real nature of the Turiya or of ourself will make us to accept ourselves as completely different from who we are. Okay. Not only we are not able to recognize really who we are, but we are recognizing ourselves as something who we are not. That is a big mistake. If you don't accept ourselves who we are, that is okay. But we are to accept ourselves who we are not, that is dangerous. Not recognizing the rope is not a big problem. I don't see the rope. But if you see a snake in the place of that, then I cannot use the rope at all. Because now I have seen the snake.
So misapprehension is a more problem than non-apprehension.
More so, that is the effect, but the cause is the wound is that one. It's like how they tell if the problems are in the intestine, but the effects are seen on the body level. Then we are putting some cream or something on the body, but the problem is in intestine. It's like that. It is the both of them, they always go together.
They
One
go
cannot-
together. Yes.
Only if the cause is removed, then only effect will be removed. By doing some adjustment in the effect level, cause will not go away.
So Swamiji, I hear the word, Vedantic word, adhyas. Adhyas includes both non-apprehension and misapprehension.
No, adhyas is done because of ignorance.
Okay, I see.
Adhyasa is the misapprehension.
Misapprehension, okay.
And that happens because of the non-apprehension. Adhyasa is seeing to bring a snake. Snake is not there. To bring a snake from somewhere in the mind and put it on the rope.
That is adhyas. Okay.
Adhyasa.
I see.
And then in Tattva we have read Adhyasa and Adhyaropa. Isn't it?
Yes.
Adhyaropa and Adhyasa. But both of them have little different meaning. For Adhyaropa, there is Apavada. But Adhyasa and Adhyaropa both are same meaning. But there it is mentioned Adhyaropa. If Adhyaropa, Adhyasa is like we think ourselves as the body. Nobody has taught us that. Somebody has taught, yes, I am a man or I am a woman, somebody has told. Otherwise, you don't know what is man and woman. Somebody told that if these characteristics are there, yes, it is man. If these characteristics are there, it is a woman. Like that somebody has told. Otherwise, you don't know. Otherwise, you will tell it is body, it is human body, that's all. But you will not know the distinction. So this name, male and female, will not be there. Somebody has taught us. Okay. Now, the idea that I am the body, whether somebody teaches us or not, always will think that I am this body. Giving food to the body means giving food to me. Taking care of the body means taking care of myself. They tell, take care of yourself, beta. And particularly, the wife gets a chance to tell to keep him down, do not take care of yourself. Till now, she was not that powerful, but now suddenly she will take. And then that is turned to the other person. That's why you will take care of yourself. Take care of yourself means take care of the body, because the body is a self. That everybody is understanding. That is called Adhyasa. Adhyasa is a very natural thing. It is nobody has taught us. But Adhyaropa is where somebody has told us to think ourselves not as Atma, as something other than what is our usual thinking. Like how they tell, think positively. Think positively means, yes, I can do business. Suppose I am failing in the business and business is going always loss. Then somebody will think positive. Think positive means, yes, I can make profit. Then I took loan another $2 million and invested in that one. And then the third year, that $2 million is because I am thinking positive that I can do. This I can do, somebody is telling, that is called Adhyaropa. I was thinking that I'm a failure. That is my thinking. But somebody else is telling now you think that you can do. That is called adhyaropa. So the teacher, what I think regarding myself from the beginning, even if nobody has told, that is called adhyasa. And adhyaropa is in the scripture, the teacher has told me to think regarding myself in a particular way. That is called adhyaropa. If one is doing the adhyaropa, which is adhyasa as taught by the teacher, then adhyaropa is possible. Adhyaropa is possible. Because, what is that? If one has done adhyaropa, then apavada is possible. Okay. Adhyasa one cannot, of course, adhyasa and adhyaropa both are same, but adhyaropa is told by a teacher. Adhyasa on my own, I have misunderstood, I have created a wrong understanding regarding myself. But the teacher, I'm so much engrossed in that misunderstanding. If the teacher tells from the beginning that I am the Atma, it will not work. That's why he tells me to think regarding myself something other than Atma, but what to think he tells. And then when I am very much involved in that, when I buy that idea and I try to think, then the nature of adhyaropa is that the more and more I do adhyaropa, it is actually lead me towards apavada. This is a different kind of adhyasa that is told by the teacher, that I call that adhyaropa. Okay. Karya is kriyate iti, it is phala. Karya is the phala. Karanam is karoti iti, who creates, that is called the karana, is the bija, it is the seed. And that is told in different language. Tattva grahana, anyatha grahana bhyam. It is a tritiya. The karta, karma, then karana. It is the karana karata, tritiya. Dvivachana. Naraha naru naraha, naram naru naran, narena narabhyam. Narabhyam means by two people. Here, tattva grahana and anyatha grahana bhyam. By these two, tattva grahana and anyatha grahana. Tattva grahana is the cause, is the seed, and anyatha grahana is the effect. That is the phala. That he is telling. Tattva grahana, anyatha grahana, what are those? Bija phala bhavabhyam. They are called bija and phala. So, this tau word is there, karya karana baddho tau. In order to tell the meaning of tau, he brought on tattva grahana and anyatha grahana, which are otherwise bija and phala. These two means tattva grahana and anyatha grahana, tau. Then the word tau is coming. Tau means he told what is the meaning of tau. Yathok tau means whatever is already told. What is told? Vishwa and Tejas, there, Vishwa and Tejas are in the category of anyatha grahana, and Prajna is in the category of Tattva Agrahana. So, Yathokto, which we are already told, Vishwa Tejas, this Vishwa Tejas is in the Pratham Padha, Dutya Padha, there it is told, and the Prajna, that Tutya Padha, that is also told. Yathokto, whatever is already told, Vishwa Tejaso, this Vishwa and Tejas, Baddho means they are conditioned. What the word Baddho is there? So Baddho. Then what the meaning of Baddha? Sangrahito. Sangrahito means conditioned by, Sangrahito. Isyate, it is regarded as. That means this Vishwan Tejas, there the Tattva Grahana and Anyatha Grahana or a Bija Phala, that relationship they are bound. Prajna tu Bija Bhavena eva Baddha. But for the Prajna is not bound by Tattva Grahana and Anyatha Grahana relationship. It is bound by only the Bija Bhava. Bija Bhava means Tattva Agrahana. So Tattva Agrahana is Bija, Anyatha Grahana is the Phala. Tattva Agrahana is non-apprehension, Anyatha Grahana is misapprehension. Prajna to Bija. Prajna is the seed. It is not the non-apprehension. It is the non-apprehension, only the Bija. It is a non-apprehension. Prajna to Bija. Bija. Bija Abhavena eva Baddha. It is how it will be, it is telling something else. Prajna to Bija Abhavena eva Baddha. Okay, we'll see the meaning of that next time. Why it's not tell that way. Prajna to Bija Abhava. But Prajna is the Bija. It is not the Bija Abhava. Isn't it? But it's telling here, written here, Prajna to Bija Abhavena eva Baddha. It should be actually Bija Bhavena Baddha, not Abhavena. So we'll see why it is written like this, and to read little more and think, then I will tell. Next time we'll discuss that. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.